So hello and welcome everyone to another weekly live where we've got a hot topic for you today, which is how to tap into the universal intelligence that is within you. Very exciting topic. So I'm Natasha Harris.
And I'm Lucy Brand, and we're the co-founders of the Circle of Light movement.
Yes. So welcome everybody. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching us live, then please let us know where you are watching us from in the world. It's always lovely to see. And if you've got any questions throughout, please do pop them and tag us as well. So really this will really help you. This discussion, this topic will really help you if you're feeling a little bit disconnected, somewhat disconnected in your life, in any area of your life. Perhaps that's around work or career or business or in your relationships. So this is really going to help you to find that beautiful universal intelligence that is within each and every single one of us without fail. There is nothing different or special about you that you don't have it. We all have it, and we are all able to connect into it, to tap into those beautiful divine energies and wisdom that is universal. It's all around us. We were born with it, a spark in a seed in our sort of spark in our seed, if you like. And it really is about allowing us to blossom that seed, to really tapping into reconnecting with that wisdom and infinite wisdom within. So if you're feeling a little bit disconnected, then do stay and watch. Hi Marina, good to see you from North Yorkshire, beautiful part of the world. So I'm just going to go ahead and share this with in a few places. So I will hand over to the beautiful Lucy.
Thank you. I've had a bit of trouble. I still can't share it yet, but maybe you'll have more luck. I'll try again in a minute. But yes, so that's how to tap into intelligence, universal intelligence within you. So a lot of the time we tend to kind of search outside of ourselves for something, whereas actually it is all within us and we are whole and complete. The thing that we're separate from anything is just the ego playing games with us, because we are actually all connected and we're all one. And the thing is, what I find is that I talk about this a lot, is divine timing. So that having that trust and that belief and surrendering that it will all happen, and it will all happen in the divine timing. I was having a conversation with a client this morning actually about love, and you might be ready to have a healthy, happy relationship. But if you're calling in someone else, that other person might need to deal with some stuff. They might not quite be ready for it, or they might not quite be an energetic match for you right now, but they might be soon. So it's the same with the flower blossoming. It's like trusting that the flower will blossom, but it's so unique. You don't know how or when or what it's even going to look like when it does blossom. And sometimes I feel that we forget that because we get so caught up in the day-to-day, or maybe even the logic, our mind and planning, rather than connecting with the divine source within us and trusting in that. Hi, Philippa.
Hello, beautiful. So yes. Yeah. I thought you were going to carry on then for a second, but clearly not. So, but what that really reminds me of is like, how does an acorn know how to grow into a massive, huge acorn tree, oak tree even? How does it know that from that tiny, tiny, tiny acorn and that seed? It holds all the information. It holds that seed information within it. And we have that too. And it's about us allowing us to tap into the magic of what makes us uniquely us. We are, we've talked about this before in previous lives, but we're 8 billion souls on this planet, and no two people are exactly the same. Everybody is beautifully unique, and you hold a piece of seed intelligence within you that is purely for you. And allowing that to blossom and shine in all that you do is something that we need to reconnect with. We haven't lost it. It's not disappeared. It's not like we have to go outside of ourselves to search for it and find it, because we've all had that in our lives where we're like, where is it? Where am I? How can I find myself? It's already there. It's about coming back to you, coming home to you, reconnecting with you and your beautiful, unique, divinely guided wisdom and intelligence that you hold within you. We all have it. We really, truly do all have it within us. So don't think that you're different and that you don't. You really, really do.
And yeah, and with the divine timing, when it will happen, I think like with that, if the way I deal with that and come back to it is that I just imagine it as this giant chessboard in the universe that I can't see. Like I can't see all the pieces. My consciousness is so small, my human consciousness. I can't possibly conceive of what's that, like when it's going to happen. And also it's like when it's going to happen for the highest good of all involved, not just for you. So I would always just keep repeating the mantra. Like if you know what your desire is, and I believe that our desires are a gift from the divine, and our fulfillment of those desires is our gift back. So if your desire is true, then it's about the journey. It's about the journey to the fulfillment, which should be fun if it's a gift from the divine. So it's kind of trusting and surrendering to that and waiting for all the chess pieces to be in alignment on the board. And if you think about it, like a chess game can be really intense. It can be really fun. It can be really like, oh no, what am I going to do? And so it's enjoying that bit rather than focused on the human outcome. Because also, if you offer it up to the divine and just hold that vision of what it is that you want, or that if you don't have a vision, like a feeling of what you want, then allowing the divine to come in, it can give you even more, like blow your mind. Because if you're so focused on you have attachment, you're so focused onto a human outcome, there's no wiggle room for the divine to really blow your mind. Whereas that's why I like to work with feelings rather than like a focus on a goal. It's like, how do you want to feel? And then that's when the magic happens. Because if you focus on the feeling rather than logic, that's what's in the body, right? And the divine's in the body, it's not actually in the head. So like connecting with that will actually speed time up and speed your desires towards you, and just having that trust.
Yeah, really, really love that. And also the other thing that's popping in for me around the divine timing, every moment is divine timing. Every moment you are divinely creating your next, you're creating your next choice. You're choosing powerfully to take a step towards what you desire. Every single choice, every single moment is a part of the divine timing. It is not about waiting for a specific moment in time. We collapse timelines towards what we truly desire, as Lucy said, by actually acknowledging the magic that exists in every moment from the divine that we are given.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I was just absorbed in your words there.
Yeah, that just really came through for me. And I think that was a message for me as well, a little nudge from like, hey, it's happening every moment. I'm like, okay, I hear you. So it really is about, how we really allow that to land. It's not waiting. We're not, yes, there's patience around the bigger outcome, and that happens at the perfect, beautiful moment. But every moment along the way is a moment of the divine, showing you, helping you, supporting you, nudging you, just like giving you those little clues around it. And so often we don't surrender into that. We resist it. We resist it because it's not showing up in the way we expect, the way we want, the way we want it to happen. It's like, so we resist it and then we push away the timing. So then we're stretching the timing out a little bit, and we have to go through a few extra moments of divine timing along the road towards the outcome that we desire. So notice where you're resisting things.
And also, if it's not showing up, whatever it is you're desiring, then I would suggest taking your focus off it. Distract yourself with something else. Because if you, and I don't know, however like often this happens, I always forget it. I don't know what it is. But so with manifesting, I don't know why I always forget this, but I'm an amazing manifester. But the things when I think, I haven't seen a robin for ages, the robin that we have that comes in our garden, literally seconds later, I'll look out the window and there's the robin, because there's no resistance to it, right? But then I forget that when it comes to the bigger things, like, even though I've been practicing this and living it for years, it's like this remembering. And I think that's with everything. It's like, you've got to consciously and consistently remember that the divine is within you. You've got to consciously, I'm struggling with that, consciously and consistently remember that thank you, everything is unfolding for your highest good. Like, and it's like a mantra. I always think of it like, my example is the Buddhist monks that sit there chanting for hours. Like, I feel like sometimes I have to do that with myself and manifesting. It's like, it is for the everything's unfolding for the highest good of all involved and myself. This or something better, please. Like, and just get into that kind of frequency, that meditation around stuff. But if, as I was mentioning at the beginning, if you're really focused and it's not coming, switch your focus to something small, like a robin, for example. Notice that, and then almost chalk that up to a win. So it's like the ego mind can't work then, because it's like, I know I can do this because I've just done that with the robin. That's a bit bigger. So then next, pick something else a bit bigger to manifest that you don't have resistance with. And then once you do that, you create momentum. And also you've got a history then of successes to kind of, I don't really like this word, but I can't think of another one right now, to combat the mind going, no, you can't manifest that. You can't manifest that.
Yeah, we get in our own way so often, don't we? And, you know, if you're doing that, you're not alone. So don't worry. Even if you are feeling that disconnection or something similar to that, and you can't quite tap into the beautiful, magical intelligence that lays within you, then just slow down, take a pause, give yourself a moment to reopen, it's always open, that channel to the divine. We are constantly working with the beautiful divine feminine energies, and we're constantly then putting that into action in the divine masculine energies, and how we can start to flow more slowly through these things to create what we want to create is hugely important for us as well. So how might you slow down when you feel like you've got something to do, you're on a mission to get towards that divine moment in timing when it's going to all magically happen and create itself for you? Like, how are you actually communing, asking for questions, asking for guidance, asking for support, asking for that intelligence within you to come through you and be something that you can create in the physical? We don't want to hold on to it and not do anything with it, and just, you know, hold on to it for ourselves and think, well, yes, okay, but don't know then what to do with it. Ask for some guidance, ask for some support of how you can translate that into action to create what you want in the physical, because that's where we create, that's where we bring that beautiful universal energies down through us and into this 3D reality and into our own current experience. That's the key to it. And it's a dance. It is purely a dance of how do we work with all the magic within us and all the earthly experiences around us to manifest what we want. It's a dance. Let's dance.
And play. Because it's, but like I mentioned before, if your desires are the fulfillment of your desires, which are a gift from source, then it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be playful. It's supposed to be joyful. And I think that happens as well. We can get, and I used to be the queen of seriousness. Like, we can get so serious and so focused on I don't like the word goal as well. Like, so switch your goals to the word desire, because it's much more beautiful. But we can get so focused on a goal that the more focused we become and the more serious we become, the more resistance we're building towards it, and the further and further away it's going. Like, And so if you can bring about play, and just even if you look at children that learn through play know far more than children that have been forced to sit there and write lines, you know, and repeat. Like, so it really is coming back to this childlike. And I, for one, believe that the divine within us is very childlike. It's very fun because it's love and light, right? That's what the divine is. It's not seriousness. It's not heaviness. It's not emotions like guilt and shame and unworthiness. It's light, fun, joy, bliss, pleasure. That's where it is. But we can sometimes get so bogged down by our human emotions. It's like, go in the garden, go and have a play.
Absolutely.
Everything.
You do something to allow those human emotions to move through us. Don't try to hide them, put them in a box, tuck them away, you know, wrap them up tightly, put loads of sellotape around them and put them in a dark cupboard forever. You know, do something that allows you to move through them, shifts the energy of them, acknowledges them, but just also shifts the energy through them. Resistance creates resistance. So if we're resisting that change, if we're resisting the thing that we desire because of fear, you know, a fear of being disappointed, a fear of failure, a fear of success, often a fear around something, we are resisting the very thing that we truly desire. So we're pushing it, and Lucy's already mentioned that, we push it further away. We literally are saying to the universe, I want it, but I don't. Like, the energy of resistance is so strong. It has a lot of energy around it, and resistance will win. Resistance will win over the desire because it's got a lot of energy behind it. So how can we loosen, soften, be more playful around this resistance? It's okay to have it. Don't try to deny it. It's okay to have it. Look at it. What's going on for you? What are you resisting? How can you move through it? How can you transform that? How can you lighten that through play and being joyful? And just opening your arms and inviting the magic in, inviting it in. Often we just everything about us, especially over winter, I think we can go quite within ourselves, and it's okay to slow down. But how can we open up our arms now as spring potentially promisingly is coming? We're not, it doesn't feel like it right now today here in London, but how can we open our arms to receiving more, to loosening and softening that resistance that you might be feeling? It's perfectly okay to feel it, but what do you want to do with it?
And also, I feel like create the space. Like, create the space. Like, that again is the humanness of us. Like, busy, fill, do, action. It's all old paradigm. Like, and I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm like, have a problem or a challenge or a dilemma, and I'm so focused on it. And when you focus on something, something expands. So that means it gets bigger and bigger. So this dilemma is getting bigger and bigger. And I'm trying to logic my way out of it. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm getting frustrated, resistance. I'll go and take a shower. Divine idea. Why don't you try this, Lucy? Because I've given it space. I've taken my focus off and I've given it space. That time in the shower is my time. No one's going to bother me in there. So it's like creating that space for the divine idea to drop in. Or it might be like, if we want to talk it in terms of like I mentioned love earlier, have you got space in your life for a relationship, a romantic relationship? You know, like one of my examples is, do you have a double bed? Because if you have a single bed, where are they going to sleep? So like, and that might be
in there.
Exactly. That might seem really silly, but to the universe, if you've got a single bed, they're saying, oh, she's happy, or he's happy, or they're happy. Whereas if you have a double bed, it's like, oh, there's space. There's actually physical 3D space for someone else to be in your life. So it works on all levels. Like, I've shared this example before where we wanted to go on holiday and we wanted to go in the month of April, and I'm a really good manifester, and I was looking on Airbnb and it was like nothing was coming up, and I was like, what is going on? Because I can manifest like that. I check our diaries. We were busy every weekend in April, and even some weeknights as well. How could the universe, or how could the divine within me call my desire of a holiday to me when in my physical human life there was no space in my diary? So I made some phone calls, cleared 2 weeks, and literally I went out on Airbnb and it was there, like this dream property. And so it is about like having the desire, not, and like Natasha mentioned, it's a dance. Having the desire, then making sure there's no resistance, letting go of attachment, and then creating space for it to show up, and keeping the prayers of like this or something better, or, you know, for my highest good and the highest good of all involved.
Yeah, absolutely. So let us know if you've got any thoughts or any questions around that. It's just a really interesting topic. We all hold that wisdom and that intelligence within us. We really, truly do. Are you creating the space in your physical experience to allow that to come through you? It's there, but are you resisting it? Have you got the space to allow it? Because if something's trying to come through you and there's absolutely no space, how can it possibly? It's like, oh, it's fighting against the resistance that you yourself have created. So allow that space, breathe, slow down, tap into the magic, watch it come. It will come. Be dancing in that beautiful divine energies and allow the magic in. It's there for you if you open your arms and you're willing to receive it.
Yes, indeed. And if you've really enjoyed today, then please do come along. Yeah, send us some love. And also, we've got a free Divine Masterclass series that we're doing every month. So the next one is on Thursday, the 31st of March at 4 p.m. And I think the link's in the description, so you can register there. It's absolutely free. And in it, we talk about topics like this, but we also do some healings as well, and some meditation, whatever the divine wants Natasha and I to do, because we're always in service.
Yes.
So no single event is the same, and we blend our healing modalities together to offer you something which I feel is unique and powerful. I don't know whether you'll back me up. But we would love for you to join us.
Oh, I see. Yes, I've just popped the link to the masterclass in the comments. It's just popped up in a few different places.
Beautiful. Thank you. And also, if you want to like join us in our community, we have the Circle Light Movement community membership, where we have lovely conversations like this, high vibing conversations, but we also do healings as well. We do Akashic meditations, Natasha's Akashic meditations. We also have Ask Us Anything channeled wisdom. So any dilemmas or anything that you have going on in your life and you'd like some spiritual channeled wisdom just for you, we offer that too on all topics, because we don't have all the answers, but we can channel them.
Yes, exactly.
So a bit like we were talking about in this conversation, we are, I'm going to blow our own trumpets. We're very skilled in accessing the wisdom, the divine within us, because we've been doing it for many, many, many years now. And so that's what we love to share, and we can help you specifically. So if you would like to join our community membership, we'd love to welcome you, and doors are currently open. It's £33 a month. And yeah, and if you decide it's not for you, you can leave any time, because it's a monthly, there's no long-term commitment. But yeah, we would love to see you there or in our Divine Masterclass series. Have I covered everything?
Yes, I think you've done very well. So yeah, I've just also realized that the link in the post doesn't work, so I'm going to pop it in the comments. in a bit. So that's useful, isn't it? Come and join us, but the link doesn't work. But we will put the Eventbrite link in there. You can come and join any one of those masterclasses on a monthly basis, or you can just sign up for one. We'd love to see you there. It's a great opportunity to be in a Zoom room with Lucy and I and to ask us questions. So thank you so much for watching. We loved having you here. We loved this conversation. Keep playing and keep dancing in the divine intelligence that's already within you, and we will see you again next week.
Yeah, we will see you same time, same place next Thursday, and have a lovely week. Bye for now.